President Obama is embarking on a full-out media blitz for health care reform this weekend, and he's getting some help from a very familiar face. CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante explains. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Julie. The president does have a new partner in his nonstop effort to sell health care. It's the First Lady. You might ask, like Hillary Clinton? Well, no, that's not exactly what the White House has in mind. Michelle Obama will be more like a stealth weapon in the battle for health care, giving it a softer touch, as she did at this farmer's market near the White House Thursday.
It has truly inspired me and the White House staff to look for opportunities to put the topic of healthy eating right on the table and at the forefront of health care discussions.
With a favorable rating of around 70%, well above her husband's, and the background of a hospital executive, Michelle Obama will counterbalance her husband's hard sell.
They feel like she can give a different voice, because as you can see, a lot of the folks out there are very partisan.
The First Lady's debut coincides with the president's media blitz this weekend. He's pushing health care reform on 5 talk shows this Sunday. That'll be a presidential first, adding to the 66 TV appearances and 157 speeches in which he's already campaigned for reform plan. Political scientist Larry SABATO says the president's media blitz makes sense.
It is a fractured media environment, and presidents, like everyone else, have a difficult time piercing the public consciousness.
But is the president running the risk of overexposure?
Common sense would tell you that if a president is on all the time, if it's all Obama all the time, then probably people are going to tune out some of the message.
And some of them will never even see it. The president is skipping Fox News this coming Sunday. But even if some people do tune out, the White House figures the president is the best salesman. They're going to keep him out there, keep him at it, and we'll see what happens. Maggie.
We shall. Bill Plante. Thank you, Bill. One of the programs the president will appear on this Sunday is Face the Nation, which of course is moderated by CBS News Chief White House correspondent, Chief Washington correspondent Bob Schieffer. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
I'd like to start by asking you about the president's new weapon in health care reform, his wife. Like Bill said, I immediately thought back to Hillary Clinton, but it is different in that back then Mrs. Clinton was really spearheading the effort. What do you think Mrs. Obama's role should be here? How could she be an asset?
Well, people like her. Every poll shows that. And I think presidents' wives can kind of soften the debate, take the hard edge off of it. Is she going to make a big difference? Is she going to be the one that tips the balance toward health care? I think the answer to that is no. But I think the other part of it is she's very likable. People like to see her. And like chicken soup, I think it can't hurt.
Exactly right. What about the president's media blitz? He gets criticized for going on TV and going on the radio too much, but the latest poll numbers show that when he gave the speech to the joint session, it did stop the slide a little bit of disapproval on his efforts on this. Now it's at 48% in favor of the way he's handling this. Do you think this is a good thing?
Well, it goes back to what Bill Plante just said. The administration is convinced he really is the best salesman that they have, and they want to put him out there. They think he can sell it if anyone can sell it. The other part is, Maggie, he hasn't made the sale yet. Even though the polls showed a little more favorability toward the plan after he made that speech, a majority of people are still worried about that it's going to cost more, especially to the middle class. They are not convinced that it's going to do what he keeps arguing that it's going to do. So maybe he's been out there too much, maybe he hasn't, but there's still some selling to be done if he's going to get something here.
And maybe has to change the pitch a little bit. We'll see.
Yep.
All right, Bob Schieffer, thank you for your time.